Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope that you're doing well and having a fantastic day. I am Dr. Sampson-Bacchus. For those of you that don't know me, I am a social worker, a professor, and a entrepreneur. I dabble in a lot of things, and one of the things that I do is make coloring books. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about coloring and relaxation, coloring and relaxation. And I don't mean coloring and relaxation for children. I'm referring to coloring and relaxation for adults. Yes, adults. So coloring is often viewed as a childhood activity. If an adult, say, "Hey, I'm just gonna go home and color," you're probably gonna be like, "What are you doing? Going home and color?" Yes, coloring is actually very fun. It's fun and it's also relaxing. So we're going to take some time and we're going to talk a little bit about coloring and how it can be a tool to help you relax, reduce stress, and all of those good things. Okay? So as I stated earlier, it can often seem as something that only children do, not adults engage in. But for adults, it can definitely promote relaxation. It can be a mindful wellness tool, and it can help reduce stress and anxiety. Right. So we're gonna dive a little bit more into this fun thing called coloring. All right, so here it is. So engage in the brain, the creative side. We have a creative side, right? So coloring activates areas responsible for creativity and your motor skills, especially with children. Children, when they're coloring, they get excited. The creativity side of their brain is lightened up, it's heightened. That happened to adults as well. Okay, it provides a break from screen. Oh my goodness, we are in a day and age where everything is screen, all the devices. We have the TV, we have the phones, we have the laptops. Even in schools, they're not writing anymore. Very rare they're writing. Everything is laptop. Some of us are jobs, like myself. Everything is screen. So it takes time away from these digital devices. And digital device, most of us are wearing glasses. Yes. Um, all of the fatigue, the headaches and stuff that comes from all of the screen time, the mental fatigue and all of that. So taking time away to just color and relaxes, it takes you away from that screen time. It also creates a sense of accomplishment. So when your creativity is heightened, all right, you can use different colors. You become creative in the work that you do. Your mood is changed. You're excited, right? Even if it's just you, or even if you're doing it in the group, it just creates a lot of different activity, a lot of excitement, in achievement. When you color a specific page, you're like, "Hey, look at this! Don't this look cute? Doesn't look great?" So, all of those good stuff come with coloring. Coloring is also a mindful wellness practice. Yes, it is a mindful wellness practice. So, for those of you who practice mindful wellness, coloring can help. So, what is mindful wellness if you're not aware? So, mindful wellness is paying full attention to the present. You're in the now, and whatever you're doing in the now is promoting relaxation without judgment. So if I'm coloring, it's promoting relaxation without judgment. If I'm sitting here and I'm listening to my music, it's promoting relaxation. If I'm listening to just the waterfalls, or if I'm just listening to the raindrops on YouTube, all of that is mindful wellness practice. Okay, so coloring helps to promote mindful wellness practice. So what does it do? It slows down your racing thoughts. We are living in a society where it's always, your mind is always racing. What do I have to do now? What do I have to do next week? What do I have to do tomorrow? What do I have to do this afternoon? So it kind of slows down those racing thoughts and just keeps you in the present. It enhances your sensory awareness. All right. It also improves emotional regulation. And I recommend just take 15 minutes. If you don't believe me, hey, take 10, 15 minutes, find a picture that you enjoy, that you know that brings you excitement, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take some colors. I'll take a few colors, and I'll just sit here and I'll color for 10 minutes and see what Dr. Fran is saying, and if it actually brings me relaxation." Um, Earlier this week, I said, because some of my books, my coloring books, I usually try to color and then, use as promotion. So I said to myself, I'm going to take 15 minutes and color. And believe you me, that 15 minutes turned into an hour because it was so relaxing and it was so soothing. So I encourage you to definitely get involved. All right, so practical tips to get started with coloring. If you are interested in getting started with coloring, you want to choose colors. Use coloring as a relaxation and mindful tool. Here are some tips that can help you. So first of all, you want to choose the right material. Okay, you want to use the right pencils, markers. Some people like markers, some people like pencils. I remember when I was coloring the first set of pencils that I bought, it was like, oh my goodness, I don't like this. So find the right pencils. And sometimes that's trial and error. It's trial and error. You may use a particular brand and it may be good or it may not be good. So it's trial and error. You want to pick design that suits your mood. So some people like mandalas. Some people like coloring images. Some people may like coloring fruits. So whatever suits you, that's what you want to pick up. You want to create a quiet space, so we don't want to interrupt the distract we don't want to interrupt the piece with distraction. So you want to get a quiet space where no one is going to disrupt you. You can do it in home, you can do it out in public, in the park, wherever. Right? Just so something that's going to promote peace and calm. You want to set a regular time, and then you don't have to. You can set a regular time or a regular day. This is my time set aside because it is a part of self-care. It is a part of self-care because you're taking time to focus on your mind and focus on relaxation. So it is a part of self-care. So you can carve out 10 to 20 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You want to avoid perfection. Oh my goodness, I went out of the line. I'm supposed to stay within the lines. This is not about that. This is more, the focus is more on relaxation. The focus is more on staying in the now and being present and not about coloring the picture perfect. Okay, and then there's some science behind coloring. So research shows that coloring can promote reduce cortisol and hormones linked to stress. So these two hormones are linked to stress related. So when the cortisol level drops, people often feel calmer and more relaxed. And then also the repetitive move, the movement, the motions of coloring also mimics the effect of meditation by promoting a relaxed brain state. Okay, and then here we have a study in 2016. I'm sure there's more that show that participants who colored mandalas showed reduced symptoms of anxiety and depression after 30 minutes a day. So 30 minutes a day over a period of time, and it showed that it actually assisted with depression, right? So this suggests, what does this suggest? Coloring can be a useful complement to avoid stress management and techniques. All right, so here are some more good things about coloring. So coloring promotes mental health in our daily life because remember I did say it is a part of self-care. So it improves your concentration because you're focused, your mind is not wandering, it's focused. It encourages creativity, right? As you're coloring, you're selecting what type of color should I use. It offers a healthy coping strategy. It builds a common ritual, right? And people of all ages, adults, children, elderly, anybody can actually be a part of coloring. Right? So that's my presentation for now. Okay. If you guys want to learn more about my website, more about my coloring books, I have a ton of them. I have for adults, I have for children, I have some tailored for men, some tailored for women. Head on over to my website, drfran.info, and purchase you your coloring book. Right? So have fun coloring. Take care, and I will talk to you.